You know the way you refresh your Gmail every morning, or even your social media apps like Instagram, TikTok, and X? It's like you can't go on with your day without checking these constantly. Groupon had the entire world in a chokehold in the same way when it launched. It was a major innovation in the business world. They worked on a model that allowed them to send millions of attractive deals with businesses they partnered with to consumers. However, that initial attraction people had for it burned out, and in this video, you'll find out why. As always, let's go back to where it all began. The founder of Groupon, Andrew Mason, never thought he'd lead a big company. His real love was music. At 6, he started playing the piano. In college, he majored in music. Until 25, he dreamed of being a rock musician. After college, he taught himself programming, got a coding job at Inner Workings, and the company's founder invested $1 million in his new idea. Not Groupon, but a different site called thepoint.com. In theory, individuals could join to start and endorse petitions supporting causes for positive changes they desired. However, in reality, it appeared that many users used the website for casual purposes. Despite attention-grabbing petitions, thepoint.com operated for over a year, but it became evident that it wasn't a sustainable business. Nevertheless, Mason harnessed the technology and collective mindset from thepoint.com to launch a side project called Groupon. Swiftly capturing everyone's attention, he started with a team of 7 employees. Their daily mission involved each employee calling 100 local merchants and negotiating deals to feature in their daily blog. For instance, the inaugural deal was a 2-for-1 pizza at a nearby tavern. However, it was an offer for 100 passes to an hour in a sensory deprivation chamber, priced at $25 each, that Mason credits with revealing the true potential of the Groupon concept. The requirement for 100 signups to activate a deal created inherent motivation for individuals to share and involve their friends, reaching a tipping point. This built-in incentive fueled Groupon's rapid growth, contributing to its extraordinary success. However, this intense growth, arguably the fastest ever seen for a company, ultimately became a factor in their subsequent decline. As seen in other cases, rapid expansion can lead to challenges, and Groupon was not immune to this pattern. Groupon's concept was straightforward: digital coupons. Retailers have used coupons for ages to attract customers, capitalizing on the allure of a good deal. Coupons not only enticed people to visit, but also helped clear excess inventory and brought in new customers. Groupon modernized this by shifting coupons from printed mass mailings to the digital realm. Their core idea involved maintaining an email list, sending daily deal emails featuring digital coupons for local businesses in your area, and adapting to the widespread adoption of the internet. Imagine you purchase a $20 meal coupon from a local restaurant at 50% off through Groupon. You pay Groupon $10 for the coupon, and when you use it for your $20 dinner, $5 goes to the restaurant and the other $5 is Groupon's fee. In this scenario, due to the heavy discount, the merchant only receives $25 of the listed price, potentially operating at a loss. However, Groupon's model anticipates that if you enjoy the experience, you'll return for more at regular prices. Groupon extends this concept to services, such as offering discounted cabins on a cruise ship about to depart. Since the ship is sailing anyway, filling empty cabins incurs negligible marginal cost. It's an effective system. Local businesses connect with new customers, offload excess inventory, and Groupon takes a substantial 50% cut on each transaction. With hundreds of millions in venture capital funding and an extensive marketing campaign, Groupon quickly gained over 1 million subscribers in the first year and surpassed 50 million within 2 years. Groupon's rapid success earned it the title of the fastest growing company ever, with financial media hailing it as the next big unicorn of the internet age. In 2010, less than 2 years after its launch, Google proposed a substantial acquisition of $6 billion. However, driven by even grander ambitions, the founders opted to take the company public instead. This will go on to be one of the biggest mistakes in the business industry. Companies preparing to go public are required to file a prospectus, a comprehensive document providing standardized disclosures for potential investors. A crucial aspect investors examine is the company's profitability. In Groupon's S-1 filing, they claimed a $60 million profit in their first year. However, this figure was not conventional profit, but their adjusted consolidated segment operating income, ACSOI, a term they coined. ACSOI is a regular operating income with customer acquisition costs added back, including the substantial spending on TV commercials that fueled rapid subscriber growth. With this adjustment, their $420 million GAAP operating loss in 2010 appeared as a $60 million profit. To clarify, Groupon did report regular operating income under generally accepted accounting principles, GAAP, so there was no fraudulent activity. However, ACSOI served as a supplementary metric to present a positive perspective on their financial situation amid losses. The media quickly caught on to this accounting approach, leading to questions about Groupon. Shortly after the IPO prospectus release, The Atlantic published an article titled "The Fall of Groupon: Is the Daily Deal Site Running Out of Cash?" This posed a significant challenge for the company, as doubts about its financial health arose just before its public debut. In response to the situation, CEO Andrew Mason sent an email to all Groupon employees, acknowledging the negative headlines and defending ACSOI. He stated that the metric aimed to illustrate marketing expenses in a steady state, emphasizing the one-time cost of acquiring customers through Groupon's email list. Mason highlighted the unconventional nature of Groupon's model, where they spent money once to bring customers onto the email list without ongoing reacquisition costs. The concept behind Groupon's strategy was to view the hundreds of millions spent on advertising as an investment, not an expense. By assuming that once a customer signed up for the email list, they would continue using Groupon indefinitely, the company aimed to turn its operating loss into an adjusted profit, boosting its valuation for the upcoming IPO. This assumption, however, overlooked the reality of customer attrition. Despite criticism, Groupon initially included adjusted consolidated segment operating profit in its prospectus. Investors, seemingly unfazed by the lack of profitability, granted Groupon an $18 billion valuation on the first day of trading, making it the second largest tech IPO after Google. With $700 million raised from the IPO, Groupon planned to reinvest in advertising, aiming to further accelerate its growth rate. Despite Groupon's remarkable revenue growth in its early days, the company faced persistent challenges in achieving profitability. The need for thousands of salespeople to approach local merchants and hundreds of copywriters to create daily deal emails added to the company's operational complexities. Groupon's call center, a core component, comprised of two essential divisions, sales and content creation. Sales representatives played a crucial role, aggressively reaching out to local businesses to highlight the benefits of partnering with Groupon. Their pitch focused on how Groupon could attract a new consumer base, acting as consultants to guide merchants on structuring appealing deals. Once a merchant joined, Groupon's extensive team of copywriters took over, crafting engaging texts for daily deal emails. However, Groupon's business model posed challenges for merchants, with the company taking a hefty 50% cut of the revenue from deals. Most offers operated as loss leaders for businesses, relying on the strategy of attracting new customers in the hope of converting them into loyal patrons. As a result, some merchants sought to acquire customer email addresses directly to send digital coupons without paying Groupon's steep fees. The high fees and challenging model made Groupon an impractical long-term partner for many merchants. The constant need to replenish the pool of merchants led to a high churn rate, putting pressure on sales representatives to continuously onboard new businesses. This cycle became both costly and inefficient for Groupon. While Groupon achieved rapid growth, it was fueled by an expensive advertising campaign and high fees charged to merchants, making the model unsustainable. Another challenge came from the emergence of digital advertising platforms like Google and Facebook. Small businesses began realizing that paying a few cents per impression with Facebook ads was more cost-effective than Groupon's 50% commission. Financially, Groupon experienced impressive revenue growth, reaching $3 billion in the first 5 years. However, profitability remained elusive, with only a small operating profit in 2012, 2013, and 2014. This was due to the continuous hiring of salespeople and copywriters as the business expanded. By the mid-2010s, Groupon had nearly exhausted the pool of potential merchants in their markets. After initial losses on Groupon campaigns, many merchants were hesitant to participate again. Groupon faced a significant decline in the quantity and quality of its daily deals, leading to a substantial drop in active shoppers since 2017. This decline had a devastating impact on revenue, plummeting from $3 billion in 2014 to $600 million in 2022. Despite multiple CEO changeovers and attempted turnarounds, the company continued its terminal decline. With revenue and subscriber numbers dwindling, Groupon is currently operating on a path towards insolvency. The company is losing money, and it's projected to run out of cash within the next year. This marks a poignant fate for what was once the fastest-growing company, highlighting the challenges of sustaining success in the dynamic landscape of online commerce. Groupon attempted to pivot away from its original model towards becoming more of a discount e-commerce site, but faced tough competition from giants like Amazon and eBay. In early 2020, Groupon abandoned these efforts, leading to a class action lawsuit as investors felt misled. The overall trajectory of Groupon has been one of failure, with limited success in its 15-year history. Only 4 of those years were positive, and the company's attempts to recover haven't proven fruitful. Given its diminished scale and ongoing losses, it appears unlikely that Groupon will be able to offset its historical financial setbacks. The decision by Groupon's founders to decline Google's $6 billion acquisition offer in 2010 seemed ambitious at the time, considering the company's explosive growth, but looking back, it might have just been a good idea. What do you think about Groupon's CEO refusing to sell the company? Do you feel there is a certain bias now that everything is in hindsight? Let me know in the comments. Also, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more business content.